Well, hello there. Today is a wonderful gray day here in Melbourne, Florida, on the Space Coast of Florida.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to get back in the 70s and then eventually get back to where we are normal. Anyway, we are talking about an article that we found. It's basically we're talking about rent versus buy, right, Sherry?
Correct. Yeah.
And we're still feeling that in our area we're more buy.
I think so. I really think we need to definitely lean towards the buying aspect
Still.
as opposed to renting. Yeah.
But we're not going to keep anything from you, and for some people, one or the other is an impossibility. But for those that can possibly juggle one or the other, then there are some things to consider. But anyway, let's get back to this report. It was through NAR, National Association of Realtors, and it was from Atom, their data solutions, and they tracked 1,154 counties for this report, and they found 58% of a median priced home to be more affordable than renting. Now, they also analyzed fair market rent data estimates for 2022, and wage data.
Yeah.
And the public record sales deed data for single family homes in those counties.
And let's factor in the high demand, low inventories. Low inventories have increased prices of homes more than 10%, and in some counties, like South Florida, 30%. And that's overall in the entire country. So, on the other hand, wages have increased only 8%, and with the interest rates still hovering at 3%, which I stand to be corrected because I pulled them this morning, and the 30-year fixed FHA was 4.1.
Yep.
So we are now seeing the real impact of the rate increases coming about. So it's still helpful though to afford a home based on a new home buyer program. Right. If you have the right credit score, if you have the best debt to income ratio. When I say the best debt to income ratio, it has to be under 43%. You can get into a first time home buyers program and be able to afford a home. Right. I had an example today, and $3,100 a month in rent versus $2,800 a month to buy, and that included the HOA. And it could be rented out for the remainder of the year to be able to support the additional expense. So just do the math. It's a numbers game, It takes, home buying prices could reach a point where home ownership will no longer be available. Right. And we definitely don't want to see that happen. But if you're on the fence at all or able to be on the fence at all, you need to take a look at the numbers of buying versus renting. Right.
Now, Linda said Linda couldn't be with us today, but she did pull this report together for us. And she said that the Atom report was as of January 12th, and in Brevard County, the average 3-2 home on that day was $347,000. That's estimated. Okay.
Yeah. That's a lot of money when you stop and think about a conventional loan with 20% down. I mean, your total payments are like $1,247 range. Okay. But that doesn't include an HOA, and that's based on a conventional loan. Whereas most people today are trying to go FHA because they don't have a lot of money saved up, because there was the pandemic and a lot of people were unemployed, and so therefore they didn't have the ability to save as much as they normally would have. So with that being said, you're taking a look at an FHA at 3.5% to get in. You got to have a decent credit score, but still, when you think about the cost of moving, when you go to move and you have to come up with first, last, and security, in some cases you're over $5,000. Right. Why not take that money and turn around and try to get into a first-time home buyer program? Right. Now, as Linda states, that was not an extensive research, and that was just a quick look. And we are just pointing out that home ownership may be a better option and is worth the second look. to think about it.
Yeah, definitely still right
Yeah.
now. I really do believe. We were looking at a house beachside for rent, $3,200 a month. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. You know, it's a lot of money to pay out monthly.
Yep.
And have nothing to show for it.
3.2.
And and have nothing to show for it. Don't forget about that. When you're renting, it's not your house. You know, if you can buy a home, you're building equity in that home.
Yeah.
So that eventually, when it comes to a market like this, you have the equity to be able to sell and maybe relocate, you know, to another area or something like that, and have the ability to pull that equity out. Maybe add a pool with it.
Right. Well, yeah. So the jury still will always be a debate between
Yeah.
rent versus buy. We are still firmly on buy.
Yeah.
We understand, though, some people it's not in the cards at
Right.
this moment in time. So, but we're here to help you with rental
Yes.
or buying. So,
Either way, whether you want to rent or you want to buy,
Yep.
but you know, it's something to think about, and we just wanted to give you that food for thought.
Right.
Okay.
help you make the best decision that you can for where you're at right now.
We're the Porch 321, and I'm Sherry Darmanine,
And I'm Sylvia Four.
and Linda Hollington could not be with us today. So we hope you enjoyed this short clip. When you look at our YouTube channel, please like us and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.